Hey guys, what's up? This is Seth at the Mass Store Knife Shop, and today we're going to go over a really special brand dust that we've actually never done a video on called Helle out of Norway. First, let me show you the box. They come with a really cool tube, a little different, not just boring square box. You got a tube, opens up, put your knife in there. Really cool graphics, all your warranty information, little history on Helle. By the way, they started in 1932, so really a lot of history behind them. Out of Norway. Let me get this out of the way. And then got the sheath, and then instantly you see the beautiful, that handle, that curly birch handle instantly catches your eye. Now a little bit on Helle. It was founded in 1932 by Steinar Helle and his brother. After World War I, they wanted to set out and make Scandinavian style knives that were great for the wilderness, carving, hunting, anything you can think of. And that's what they did, and now they're still going. They're actually in collaboration with Sports Hansa out of Asheville, North Carolina, which is only about a couple hours from the Mass Store Knife Shop, so that's pretty cool. So now we can get into the actual knife itself. This is called the Nord, which means north in Norwegian. You can see the symbol and the name right there, Nord. You can see the steel, 14C28N, which we'll get to that in a little while. One of my favorite steels, by the way. And this particular one was made to meet the needs of the Scandinavian wilderness. You see the size of it? This is not typical of most Helles that we carry. Most of them are smaller, lighter duty. This one is almost Bushcrafter style. You can see the scandi grind, which is very typical of a Bushcrafter. Another feature is the full-tang on this one, which is rare for most of the Helles we have, or most are half-tang or rat tail they call it. But this one goes all the way through. There's no way you can break that, or you don't depend on the handle for the blade. It's gonna take any abuse you give it. You can almost baton with it if you had to, Bushcrafter style. If you had to skin an animal with it, you could. It's a little big for that, but again, it's for the wilderness survival. Whatever you got to do, this knife will get it done. I will mention also, it's hard to see the swell on that handle right there, so it is not going to leave your hand as you hold it. It's kind of like an axe. They put that swell intentionally so you can really grip it. It has a perfect grip. Even with my smaller hand, I feel confident holding it. It has a leather sheath. You can see the little symbol right there. Great little sheath, fits in tight. And this is a drop point, which is good for bushcrafting. Again, you could skin an animal with it if you had to, but it is more for heavy duty application. And reminder, the specs and pricing and links to purchase this are in the description. And now we can get into some of the specs. It weighs 15.9 ounces. It's not crazy heavy, but heavy enough you can feel confident using it. Overall length is 11 inches. And your blade is 5.8 inches. Good for chopping, skinning, whatever you got to do. It's got plenty of meat right there. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, this is a true scandi grind, which if you don't know what a scandi grind is, that means it comes right to a point. There's no secondary bevel. It just literally comes to a point on either side. So that is great for bushcrafting. A little tougher to sharpen. You do have to typically use a stone to sharpen. But also they recommend that you use water or oil as you sharpen with a stone. Don't let it get too hot because you will retemper that edge incorrectly. That's very typical of any scandi grind. And you can almost see in the light, they do a laminated steel. You can almost see the transition between the center steel and then the two layers of stainless on the outside. So that's called a laminated steel. It's hard to see on the camera, but you can almost see that difference when the light hits it. So you've got your core steel and then two super stainless steels to protect it. And now we can get into that core steel here. And that core steel is a Sandvik 14C28N, one of my favorite steels. So you got edge retention, your toughness, and your stainless. So it ranks pretty well on edge retention, and it sharpens like a dream. I love sharpening that steel. So if you're skinning, hunting all day, you don't have to worry about sharpening it as often. When you come over to toughness, it outranks many steels in toughness. It is crazy hard to break it or chip it. And it's actually very, very stainless too. So it's very low maintenance. You can skin all day, hunt, go fishing with it. You don't have to clean it nearly as much as the high carbon steels. And that is because they put super stainless steel on either side of that core steel. And this one retails for $249 in the knife shop. You can get it online or in person. We would love you to come in and hold it in person. It truly feels great. And I just love that handle. It's just beautiful. I love wood, and that curly maple really pops out when you look at it. So I think that should wrap it up on the Nord from Helle. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any new knives that we might show. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.